Hey, I'm Kev, welcome back to Valentino Rossi, the game and the historic events within it as we tackle some crucial and exciting moments from the career of the Doctor, from his 125cc debut to the modern era. And so we have already done his first 125cc and World Championship win, and his fight for a 250 win as well. As now we're going to Mugello, a personal favourite track, and his 2005 Yamaha, easy for some to say, is at the 5th stage of the World Championship. After Gibernau's exit on the 5th lap, the Italians Rossi, Biaggi, Caparossi and Melandri thrill the Mugello crowd and take the first 4 places, spread over just 4 seconds. There are plenty of passes and the adrenaline is extreme. Valentino wins, followed by Biaggi and Caparossi. I bet they got used to that in their career, unfortunately, bringing fans a fully Italian podium. The World Championships go to Valentino this year as well, the 7th in his career as well as his 5th consecutive victory. Definitely could not forget the Valentino domination when I started watching MotoGP, and he was definitely at the peak of his powers around at this time. So let's go to Mugello, start this race. Let's check the race options, the riding aids. I think we're all set.
A me, come a tanti altri piloti, piacciono le piste un po' vecchio stile. Le ultime piste che sono state fatte si vede che sono progettate con il computer. Invece al Mugello le curve sono fatte per seguire le colline, no? Quindi è una sensazione diversa. Poi c'è un rettilineo lunghissimo che con la MotoGP si fa a 340 all'ora. Hai la sensazione che tu ti giri di prendere il volo, diciamo, prima di fermarti. E poi secondo me al Mugello c'è la serie di curve più bella dell'anno, che sono la Casanova Savelli, e poi vai giù in discesa e sali nelle 2 arrabbiate. Tutte le volte che la fai è una bella soddisfazione. In quegli anni era un periodo importante per il motociclismo italiano, perché eravamo forti come gli spagnoli negli ultimi anni, diciamo, nel senso che in MotoGP i primi 3-4 spesso erano italiani, quindi eravamo i piloti più forti. A metà gara siamo riusciti ad andare via io e Biaggi, perché Biaggi quell'anno lì non stava andando tanto bene, ma lì quella domenica al Mugello era particolarmente veloce, e quindi abbiamo fatto un po' di lotta. Però quell'anno, nel 2005, ero molto molto competitivo, eravamo riusciti a migliorare moltissimo la moto del 2004 e quindi ero un pelo più veloce, e negli ultimi giri sono riuscito a passarlo, e poi abbiamo lottato, ci siamo sorpassati 2 o 3 volte, ma poi avevo quel pelo in più per poter andare via, e quindi per vincere davanti a tutti i tifosi, e poi per andare sul podio con 3 italiani, quindi è stata una grande festa.
So here we are, heading on to the penultimate lap of the race with surprisingly fresh tyres, as we're going to be battling Max Biaggi for the win on his Honda. You have the Ducati of Lewis Caparossi around as well, and I'm sure the Honda of Marco Melandri too. And this was a classic battle between the pair, which Rossi was describing beforehand in the mini video that comes up. It's got Melandri right, and I tell. We're just easing into this, Marco. Calm down, son. Or not. And there's a Ducati of Lewis Caparossi, and it's a special podium on it. They're not just 3 Italians, but 3 different manufacturers as well. The Ducati of Caparossi in 3rd, the Honda of Biaggi in 2nd, and then of course the Yamaha of Rossi in 1st. Fantastic spectacle back then, when Ducati were just making inroads in MotoGP after just joining, the circus beforehand, after dominating World Superbike in the early part of the decade. Well, I say dominating, but being extremely competitive. As I got this on simulation difficulty, I might have to turn it down, It's just easing into this. I seem to be way back. Over a second back of Caparossi. And Biaggi's just been very comfortable in the lead. And I thought that was a good final corner, but apparently not. Look at that, I've really fallen back. A couple of seconds off the pace. Let's get on to the final lap of the race. Let's see if we can have the mother of all comebacks on this final lap. Del Marquez from Australia a couple of years back. Let's lock up the rear tyre there. Oh, go very wide. Down the hill. As now we climb up it. As you can see, 2.2 seconds back. So maybe changing difficulty actually has a bigger impact now in this year's game. In these kind of side events. Or maybe I'm just rubbish on these 990cc bikes. The bikes which MotoGP was given birth with. On the 500cc's. And they're pretty nice bikes to watch as well. Not saying the current MotoGP bikes aren't that bad either. But you always have a special art for the bikes you grow up with, so. A special place to my heart for the Ducati and not the Yamaha, apparently, as we've been it. So let's return to the events menu and actually change difficulty back down to hard, I think. So we are heading on to penultimate lap again, this time on hard difficulty. Let's see if that actually means we can fight for the win. Let's put on some of the rear brake and already look at that. Way better first corner. And now we might actually be able to recreate what Rossi and Biaggi did in this race, passing each other like a hell the last couple of laps. Of course, we always knew it's personal between those two as well. They did not get along at all, Rossi and Biaggi. It was a nice little rivalry to grow up with. And of course, Rossi had Gibernau as his main rival. Unfortunately, Gibernau kind of fell apart after that Jerez move. Well, these never looked like challenging for us out again. And that's disappointing for the Spaniard because he definitely did have the talent. So, you know, down the inside of Biaggi, and yeah, look how much difference from simulation to hard difficulty. I'm battling here with Biaggi on hard. In simulation, I'll probably be lapped already. Oh, you did not see that corner cut. It's Meandri's a second back. So sadly, you probably won't see Meandri and Capirossi in this battle. But he's so patient at final corner, just waiting for the power. That kind of almost like biting point of when you can get on the power. And if we do what we did on that lap, we will win. Or 16 hundredths of a second. Or 16,000 for a second. So make sure we hit that apex. I think I definitely have gotten used to these 990cc bikes. Slightly different. The MotoGP bikes normally got a bit of a longer braking distance. Stopping power isn't as good. It feels like. Putting it into this right-hander down the hill. Such a tricky corner. But magnificent corner as well. That's what Rossi was talking about again in the preview video. How magnificent this section is, going down the hill, then up the hill as well, climbing. What a sequence of corners, and how Mugello, old school track, you can tell it wasn't designed by a computer like some modern day, almost every modern day track. It was built with the hills in mind and flowed with them, and thank God we have hills like these to build a track on. What a fantastic circuit this is, Mugello. One of my favourites on the calendar. And as I say, I would love to see more four-wheeled racing around here as well. As you get the chicane, I'll be wrong, that could allow Biaggi to catch up heading into the final corner. But I think like in real life, we're going to have a few tenths of a second on the Roman wire as we cross the line with Rossi and win this historic event. So it wasn't quite like real life that last lap, but I'll take the win and the event being completed. Let's give me some VR points. So we are back in the menu, and let's do event 4 as well. So you're heading back to Jerez, just like event 2, and back on the 250cc class bike to the 9th of May 1999. After 2 difficult races, there's a need to change course. We are on the 12th lap, and Rossi decides to let Yukara overtake, showing him explicitly through gestures. The kind of translation to English is a bit off here. After studying him for a few laps, an overtake on the inside puts him back in the lead, leaving the Japanese rider with little chance. Valentino flies towards his first victory in the World Championships, which will see him triumph in the 250cc class. So he already taken part in the 250cc race from the previous year where he finished second. Now they're going to try and win it on the Aprilia. So yeah, we're going to keep it on hard as that seems to be pretty competitive for me. So let's head to the circuit.
Nel 99 sono partito per cercare di vincere il campionato, vista l'esperienza del 98. I miei avversari più difficili sono stati appunto Ukawa e Capirossi, che avevano le Honda, invece ero con la Aprilia. Soprattutto con Capirossi in quel periodo eravamo molto avversari, perché intanto eravamo tutti e due italiani, no? E poi Capirossi l'anno prima correva con la Aprilia con noi, era mio compagno di squadra, diciamo, poi si è mosso sulla Honda. E quindi è stata una battaglia interessante per tutto il campionato. Mi ricordo che Jerez era stata una vittoria molto importante perché la gara prima avevamo corso in Francia alle Castellet e io ero in testa e avevo rotto la catena all'ultimo giro. Quindi avevo perso 25 punti perché Ukawa aveva vinto e quindi sono arrivato a Jerez che avevo tipo 40 punti di svantaggio e quindi cominciavamo già un po' a preoccuparci. Invece a Jerez ero andato molto forte, avevo fatto una bella gara e avevo battuto Ukawa e Capirossi che se non sbaglio erano arrivati secondi e terzi, ma soprattutto gli avevo dato più di 10 secondi, ecco, quindi è stata una gara molto importante.
Oh, here we are back in Jerez on a 250cc bike. Following Rossi and Yukara. We've got another time limit race here. Oh, we're going deep into the corner. We'll go down the inside of Yukara. And now we've got to stay ahead. Is that for just like 20 seconds? It's getting a bit wrong through the fast rights. And we did stay ahead despite going wide in the Jorge Lorenzo corner. And that means we've already done this. Okay, that was easy. As we beat your car, overtake your opponent and keep your position for 20 seconds. Definitely did that. That was very brief. It was so brief that I think we'll do one more in this episode as we're going to be on the Honda for Rossi in 2003. As we're at the 15th round of the World Championship, despite pole position and advantage in the race, Valentino must give his all to cancel out the penalty which has been imposed on him. Overtaking Melandri after the yellow flag will cost him 10 seconds on his overall time. In a majestic race, he manages to cross the finishing line with a good 15-second advantage over Capirossi, winning the race anyhow. The 2003 MotoGP World Championship is Valentino's second and the 5th championship of his career overall. So you've got to cross the finish line in first place with 15 seconds of advantage. This is going to be a very interesting challenge, but around Phillip Island, I think I'm going to like it. As once again we're going to have hard and pro physics. So let's go to Australia.
Quella gara lì è stata molto particolare perché avevano dato le bandiere gialle, e solo che io non l'avevo vista e avevo superato qualcuno con la bandiera gialla, quindi da lì mi avevano dato 10 secondi di penalità per il sorpasso con la bandiera gialla, quindi io ero davanti, diciamo che stavo tra virgolette controllando, e mi è arrivato sulla tabella la comunicazione che ero 10 secondi più indietro. Però intanto, per prima cosa, mi ci è voluto qualche giro per capire, perché mi davano P4 e più 8 e io dicevo no, ma sono primo da solo, cioè cosa vuol dire? Allora ci ho pensato e ho capito che forse era per quello. Allora mi sono messo a tirare come un pazzo e sono riuscito a distanziare il secondo, che credo che era Capirossi con la Ducati, di più di 10 secondi, ecco, quindi sono riuscito a vincere comunque ed era stata una grande gara.
So here we are around Phillip Island. We've done the first couple of corners on this penultimate lap. But we now got to build this lead to 15 seconds. As in real life, Rossi won this race over the Ducati of Capirossi. Here we go. Through the left-hander. Oh god, way too tight. Had to carry much more speed there. The Jibber now gets past Nicky Hayden. Do miss the American MotoGP. He's got a 10.6 second lead on Capirossi. So we've got to find 4.5 seconds. So we're going to ride like a madman, like Benjamin described he did in real life. And there's Yukawa, who he briefly battled in the last historic event. Here we go, onto the front stretch, heading onto the final lap of the race. Can we build this lead up to 15 seconds? That was a very good first corner. Not so good into the second, but we got into second gear pretty early. It was looking good until it got a bit too heavy on the power. Again, very slow through that kink, that left-hand kick. They're into the hairpin. So apparently 11 seconds ahead of Capirossi. There's a battle like a hell behind. We should be building a lead, shouldn't we? We'll keep it in third gear for that right hander now up the hill. We've used that slope to help brake late. So only 11 seconds in front. So go through the penultimate corner, which leads into the final corner. Now go out of it, get smooth on the power. Using all the curve and some. It just totally killed her run to the line. So I'm not sure we did that challenge, because that was an abysmal last corner. No, apparently we did. Okay, I will take it. As you cross the line in first place with 15 seconds of advantage. So give me the VR points again. So that was a pretty good episode of these historic events, done 3 of them. Mugello, a bit tricky at first, until I realised we had the difficulty too high for my skill set. Jerez, very brief. And Phillip Island, again, pretty brief as well. But now, we've got 5 down, 15 to go. So we might do 2 or 3 in the next episode, as that's how it ends in South Africa. But we've got a long way until then. Next time out, it looks like we're going to Malaysia and a classic battle from 2010. So, for watching, and I will see you next time.